I promise I might eventually get in here. Trying to get this thing to work. There it is. Okay, cool. Promise. All right, cool. We're here. We're good. All right. Awesome. I'm assuming they're gonna... Okay, so the controls are pretty decent, you know, pretty easy. Alright, now I have to figure out... I gotta figure out what button it is for the map. Ain't that one. Nope, that's the broadcast button. Map. Oh, here you are. Hello. Okay, so first of all... Alright, let's get the facilities and the industries to calm down. Well, we gotta change some settings first. So, I gotta go to options. On foot, locomotives. Okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Actually, this will help. Increase regulator, increase brake. Well, how do I decrease brake? Whistle, camera view. Reverser, camera, cylinder cocks, exit vehicle, sander, bell, increase compressor, and generator. But where is the decrease brake button, doofus? That makes no sense, but okay. Audio, video, gameplay. This is what we want. I'm going to set it to where the duration is the same, and we're obviously not going to do this. So we're going to set it to where every 30 minutes we have to deal with both of these. So this ought to be fun, right? All right, so I have automatic couplers off. We're going to turn the save time to every 5 minutes. And where's the other button that I was looking for? Where is it? Okay, well, I think we got it for now. I have to find me a locomotive, though. Where's me locomotive? I gotta find the place where we're at first. Okay, we're over here. Okay. Ah, so they have me 2 locomotives? Okay. Ah, over here. So welcome to Railroads Online, ladies and gentlemen. Music actually pretty entertaining here too. Alright, so let's see what locomotives they got in here for me. Let's see. Boy, they just start me off on something massive. And my baby. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, pick up and throw. Okay, cool. Sounds interesting enough. This is going to be more difficult than I thought it would be. Alright, pick up. Oh, she's already fired up. Oh, well, we'll just... Yeah. Cool. Alright, so... Alright, guys. Now, I know a lot of you are all about the interaction stuff, so here we go. Still need a character model though. That's the only thing I'm seeing that we need. To tour the map, I think we're going to use that because it's a little bit easier to maneuver around and everything. So, and you guys want to see something cool? All right, so these are the regular couplers, right? All right, now watch this. If I go here, and I go here, and I go over here, and I go over here, boom. There's the couplers. The couplers change automatically. Now, I'm going to use these for the sake of the fact that I'm just not in the mood to deal with all this other stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. All right, obviously they have it set up like so. So Bob or Caboose, of course. Oh my, I love that. Oh, I love this realism. So if you're looking at the brake, it's actually like holding it down to where, dude, that's awesome realism. Oh, cool. A coal thing. Is it full of coal too? Dude, they love me. Alright, now, obviously I wanted to show you guys some stuff in this game. I played this game before, a lot of you know this, so this is all new to me though. So first of all, we gotta get the old roundhouse piece here set up. And I'll show you the engines that we're gonna work towards, obviously, if you'll give me a little bit and not leave every 5 seconds. Alright, so we are about as straight as I can get her. Yeah, that's about as straight as she's gonna get, so. Alright, enter the vehicle. Alright, now this is, oh, the water in the tender's low. I'm so glad you told me. Of course, exiting and entering is obviously easy. Alright, water tower. Oh, God. Is there another one by chance anywhere near? No, of course not. Why would there be? It would be helpful. Alright, let's see. L1 to decrease brake. I did that and I did it wrong. Alright, reverser is all the way back. Y'all ready? Alright, nice and easy on her. Bell on. All right. I love and hate this game sometimes. All right, so we're gonna rotate all the way around, so because I want us to go on ahead and be ready to do this. So, all right, here we go. Don't expect anything crazy fast on this, guys. I'm telling you guys this now. This locomotive is not fast. It's not built to be fast. It is built to be slow. Unfortunately, that was how they designed it, and it's built for hauling up loads and stuff. So we're gonna do what we gotta do, so to say. But I do got a lamp. Look at that. I got a lamp. I do like the music they have in here, though. It's nice. I will admit, though, I was kind of expecting it to give you the option to choose what locomotive you used, but I'm okay. Alright, so this is the right one right here. Alright, so cool. A little bit better. There we go. Alright, so that's the only thing I hate about this thing. Alright, so take the brake off, reverse her up. But I'm willing to bet I also have, nope, I don't, never mind, dang it. I'd have to probably set that up. This game received a lot of hate at one point, and I hated it. Dude, I love how easy this is now. Let's get some water in here, shall we? Want to know what my favorite part about this one was? Ladder. Hook and ladder, hook and ladder. It's actually a song. Alright, we're filling up now, so while we're doing this, I can plot a course on where we're going. It's already getting dark. Hold on, let me make some adjustments right quick. So, maybe make it to where this lasts about 60 minutes, and then maybe make that back to 15. I mean, that would work for us, right, guys? Also, we have our wood depot here, so yeah, if you want some wood, just pick it up, run with it like an idiot, I like the little thing that shows you how much wood you got. That's awesome. Alright, another thing I gotta do for us to be ready to go. Since it's dark. Boom. Look at that. We don't even need that. Look at that. That's awesome. Now this here locomotive runs on coal, as you can see. So the way coal works, and I don't know how well they've got this modeled in this one. As you can see, she's fired up. The way coal works here in the game, that's your coal. Alright, and I can chunk that back. Why did it take... what? Huh? Okay, I'm confused. Whatever. And yes, we'll take that out later. Alright, so the map is pretty simple to read if you know what you're doing. Zoom out, maybe. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we gotta figure out where the... Alright, so what's this? That ain't what we need, I'll tell you that. Alright, we gotta find the lumber mill. Alright, so which, speaking of which, that looks like it there. And I would be correct. Log camp. There we go. There's the logging camp, as you guys can see. And our job is going to be quite simple, quite easy. Deliver the logs all the way down to the sawmill. That's not hard, right, guys? And we also have, I believe, down here, we have... what is this? The water well as well. So, yeah, we got that too. So, yeah, we got about near everything on here. Alright, let's see. What do we got? What are we looking at as far as the water? Water's good. Alright, come on. We don't want to leave this water on, trust me. Water's low on this place. I gotta remember how to use these controls too, because this is the first time, as I've said, that I've played this game on console, so... But it's all getting around. Alright, so first thing we gotta do is merge this thing on real nice, so... Put the reverser all the way up. Always do that because it doesn't matter in this game. And... brake. I'm gonna have to most likely wait because I can't see squat right now. I might be able to make it work. Hold on, let me see. Wrong way. This way. Also, guys, I want to go ahead and tell y'all I did make, I went ahead and I bought Minecraft, so I don't know what version I have, but I will be doing a series on that. Alright, hold on, I gotta do something. The sound is, I love it, but the music's gotta go. There we go. Okay, graphics quality. Performance quality. Yes, we want quality performance. Portuguese. They got all kind of languages in here. Look at that. They got all kind. I love that about them. Like, they do pretty darn good on that stuff. Fuel consumption's at medium. I'm gonna put the automatic saver at 15. That way we don't have to worry about anything. Oh, that's what it was. The gameplay alerts. So the gameplay alerts. That we need to turn off because that will constantly pop up things that I really don't want them to pop up. So, alright, here we go. It looks like a ghost train, honestly, half the time. Alright, so here we go. This is not a fast train, I'll tell you guys that now. It's not a fast one. But for the simple fact of us touring, I figured it would be the best train for it. Alright, so switches, how do the switches work in this game? Oh, okay, cool. They work just as same as they used to. Alright, I gotta figure out on the map right quick where we're going, because if I don't, I'm not gonna know where the flip I'm going. It's never a good thing. Just wait, I think I threw the wrong one. I did drew. Alright, so I threw the wrong track, so I probably just derailed the damn train. Didn't I? Didn't. I bet I did. Nope, surprisingly I didn't, so... Alright, well, let me throw that back and put this one there. That's the one we need. Yep, there we go. Alright. Reverser all the way down. Put that up. Here we go. I can't see anything in the dark. I might turn it off to where it's just like no daytime whatsoever, or nighttime, whatever. Holy cow, it goes all the way to 1,000? Dear Lord. Alright, let's put a little bit of brake on so I can figure where we're going. I said brake! Brake, damn you! Alright, so... Alright, I gotta figure out what track leads to what right now, because... Okay, so we're going this way, so... I love this thing about this. I love this. I think that's awesome. I don't like how it zooms in, though. I don't like that very much, but whatever. We'll deal with what we have to deal with sometimes. Alright, cool. We're ready to go now, so... Well, kind of. I gotta figure out, like, which one's which. Alright, cool. Alright, brakes off, reverser on. Alright, are we coupled? 1, 2, 3. Alright, yeah, we're good to go. Here we go. Alright, throw that reverser in forward, and here we go. This is about as full steam ahead as you're going to get this train to go. Actually, it's slowing down because this is as fast as it goes. She's not fast, as I said. She's not a faster or a fast train. The other one, on the other hand, oh, she's a speedy demon. I'm just gonna let this thing go because, like, we're never gonna get anywhere if I don't. Because as you can see, I can walk faster than this thing goes, so, yeah. Now I'm gonna get this one ready because I'm probably gonna use it more. Alright, let's see. Now we can finally see things. I gotta figure out how much water I have in the tender. Okay, enough. Alright. if it went in there or not. Alright, cool. Alright, now, this one's a throaty one. Compressor's all the way up. Alright, brake down. Put a little bit of reverser on her. Wait! I almost forgot. Oh, we're good to go. Never mind. Oh, wait, I bet I know what's wrong. Yep. There we go, now she'll move. As you can very well hear, this is a throaty engine. Very throaty with the chuffs, and I love it. I believe this is actually one of the bigger locomotives too, which is interesting. Alright, we gotta fuel or water her, so we gotta turn her around all the way, and we're gonna have to do that anyway, so it doesn't matter. Wrong way. This way. Come on. Oh, I love this graphical glitch. Watching the trains just slowly morph over to you. We'll look at all the locomotives here in a second. I just want to get this stuff set up. By the time we get done, it might actually be over there. I don't know, because it takes it forever. Oh my god, did y'all see that just get chunked? Alright, perfect. Alright, here we go. Alright, first of all, reverser. This. And right there, we're good. Alright, bring that up. Bring this over. I believe that's far enough back. I think it is. Also, we do have this, which I gotta figure out how I actually... Oh, okay. Cool. Unload is pretty easy, actually. And she's already got 5 coal in her, but to make things interesting, let's unload the rest. Now we get to watch this. Watch this. I love this about this one. I think it does it. Normally it does. I think it does. Or they might have fixed it, though. I don't know. Anyway, let me turn this on. Alright, I need to swivel it a little bit more. If I can get it to swivel anymore. I can't. Alright, I'm going to have to back her up a little bit then. That should fuel her up pretty good. Yep, alright, we're good. Alright, now let's go find the little slow train. Where is the little slow train? Oh, okay, there's the little slow train. Yeah, by the time, honestly, that we get this thing loaded and ready to go, we'll be able to catch up to that. So but anyway, I want to show you guys all the cool locomotives that we have. Well, we don't have access to it right now, but we have access to it eventually. So first of all, we have the the Fairbanks handcar. My personal favorite, the Betsy, well, also known as the Porter too. Of course, they've changed it now. It's the Porter BS 8-ton. And we have the BS 9-ton, which the 9-ton was always my favorite because it came with extra fuel, but the same stability as the one beforehand. Then we have the Montezuma. Which, I do have a really cool skin for this though. It's a DLC, so yeah, there's the skin. Makes it look rusty and I love it. Then, of course, there's that locomotive. Then you have, and I'm going to go through all these. The Mason Bogie, also known as the 10 Mile. One of my favorite locomotives, it's really good. Then, whatever this monstrosity of a thing is, I used it a little bit. It wasn't exactly very good. Now, my all-time favorite, and the only reason because the fact it reminded me a lot of the Jupiter, is the Eureka. I absolutely love this locomotive. I don't think anything will ever change that for me. Beautiful locomotive. Really, really beautiful. Then you have the Baldwin, which is the one we have, which is the Glenbrook. The Baldwin here, which is what people were calling the bigger Montezuma, which is true. I'm going to call that one the Yard Goat because it's basically what it's going to be. Then we have this thing. Then the Baldwin Mosca, my favorite. It has the most beautiful bell sound. Then we have the two Moguls. My personal favorite is that one. I think it looks the best. And then we have another box with tracks underneath. The Heisler, Ruby Basin, the Consolidation, the Snowplow number 2, the Climax Class B, the Class 70, Heiss's favorite. I like to call this one the Tweetsy because it is on the Tweetsy Railroad. The Lima Consolidation. The Mastodon. Big chonker, that one. That one's a big chonker. But the biggest chonker is this chonker right here. This is a chonker. Chonker. And then the last but not least, the one I'll probably never ever get enough money to get, what I like to call the mini big boy. And then, of course, you have your rail cars as well, all of these here. I'm not really going to go through these because, most of these I probably won't use. Other ones I will, and if I do, it'll be lucky. But anyway, you get the point. Okay, cool. We're ready to go. I got to go because I don't know where that train is. All right, we gotta go. Come on. Hurry up! Where's that locomotive at? Oh my god, moving on the map is so slow in this game. I might have to teleport, honestly. If it's closer than what I think it is, yeah, we're getting close. Alright, I might have enough time to actually grab this thing and get it going, but I don't know about anything else. Alright, that off, that on. She's a big chonker, I'll tell you that. I love the vibration that they have added to the controllers. I do appreciate that. I don't appreciate the fact I almost yeeted the train off the track, though. Yeah, don't pay any attention to that. It's fine. It's really, really normal. Also, one of the things that I'd like to highlight about this game, and I was very happy when they finally did this, all the trains at one point used to have a top speed of, I think it was 15. And they finally got rid of that, and they made it to where every train has its exact, or at least close enough to its exact actual speed. So yeah, there's that. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. Although we can't really yoink it like I want to here, so. Because if I yoink it too hard, I'm going to derail the train. Because as you can see, they made this curve way too sharp for what we're doing. Hello, how are you? The vibrations are going to have to get cut off, I get the feeling, because I'm getting annoyed with them already. Also, my character's backwards, so he's not even paying attention right now. She's a fast one, I'll give her that. She's going about 20, 22, maybe 23. She's a fast one. I love this part. I love the fact you can do this. And I think, well, no, they didn't. Okay, well, oh well. This is good. Best part about this, though, you want to know what it is? Oh, wrong button! Dadgummit. Give me my darn thing. Here it is. There we go. We got what we wanted there. You know, we might have already possibly caught the train. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just put this thing in neutral, and I'm just gonna let it go, and I'm gonna let the other train haul this thing, and you guys are gonna get really good scenery here. We've caught it! Look at that! And it didn't take us long at all to catch it either. Also, for those of you wondering, the Glenbrook is one of those vehicles that they modified off of the Eureka, and they added an extra driver to it, in case y'all are wondering. Alright, we gotta slow her down if we plan on doing this nice and easy. Funniest part is, oh, that's too close. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, logging camp. The only thing that I'm noticing that I don't see controls for, and I'm gonna have to go through here and figure them out. Alright, locomotives. Alright, compressor, reverser, hold. Camera, it's not showing. Yeah, so unfortunately, I do not see. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for that, so yeah. It used to be, I guess they got rid of it for this one. Oh, that's close. So the way that it used to work, we don't take kindly to supposed know-it-alls here, so thank you, goodbye. They used to have it, I know they have it on PC, I don't know if they've managed to figure out how to do it on console yet or not, but you could go to each different car. And you could go to and so that you wouldn't have to keep on doing what I'm having to do right now. because it makes it annoying and difficult at the same time. So yeah. Also, I could buy more cars, but I want to get this. It is, honestly, because in real life, and I remember watching Heiss's channel, he would always talk about how the reverser on some locomotives, or on most of them, like, it's not as easy to slide back as it is in the game. Also, in case y'all are wondering, yes, I just removed Bean. She may say things, but I won't see them because I'm not dealing with it anymore. Also, I don't... Oh, man, it's got the freaking other locomotive doing things, too, and I didn't want that. Oh, well. Yeah, it's gonna drive me nuts now. Yeah, because it's... Okay, hold on. I gotta get the right buttons and all set up. I gotta go disconnect that locomotive because that's gonna drive me nuts. I'll just, I'll use this one for now. No, come back here! No! Let me on the train. There we go. Alright, let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Open that one. Yeah, that one. There we go. Now train go vroom. Train go vroom. Come on! Train go faster! There we go. Alright. I swear if it reconnected, I'm gonna get awful upset. It did, didn't it? It sure did. Okay. Let go of it. Daggum you. Alright, cool. I think we got it now. So we'll just leave that locomotive here for now. But yeah, guys, I also went ahead and I'm going to start a Minecraft series. And I'm gonna do some stuff with it, so that should be fun for you guys. I'm sorry, guys, but when... Hey, Demon Sumner. I'm sorry, but when people... When people come in and they proceed to undermine everything that I have an opinion on and everything, and then they proceed to call me a racist redneck because of the fact I don't agree with what they're saying, I don't take too kindly to that. And it's just a blatant show of disrespect, and it's just not called for. So... And by the way, that came from somebody who is supposed to be older. Supposed to be older than me. So, yeah. Shows how much a older person grows up sometimes. At least I'm not 30 and acting like a 5-year-old, demanding people to agree to my opinion by chunking facts at them like a 5-year-old that thinks they know everything. Talking about basic history, yeah, bullshit. I didn't like a 12-year-old, thank you. I talked to somebody who I was unaware of being 12. this locomotive wanted to. There we go. How about the shit-hating copy? I don't hate either one of them, and that's just false shit that you're trying to spread. I love watching somebody prove who they truly are when you piss them off. Go to the DMs all you want, Dean. You're no longer welcome on this channel, so kindly go fuck yourself. Maybe when you grow up a little bit and show a little bit of respect, instead of demanding people to agree to everything you want them to, you can come back. Oh wait, nope, never mind, you can't. Oh well, I don't care. Maybe when she grows up and learns to let go of grudges. I don't care anymore. I'm to that point. I've blocked her and now she's no longer welcome on this channel. Where am I even going right now? Hold on. Am I going there? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. I don't know about upwards, but onwards definitely. It's amazing how you see somebody's true colors sometimes. It really is. And if I'm being honest with you guys, after that argument that me and Bean had the other day in DMs, I found out very quickly that she wasn't who she was claiming to be. The kind person that cared about everybody, and this just proves my point. Maybe if you would have kept your legs closed, you wouldn't have had a child that you have to take care of. I'm 20 years old. I don't have that issue. And for good reason. Dare call me racist, and then you want to throw all that shit in my face, trying to make Italy freaking... And see, the bad thing is, I have no disrespect for Italian people, but it's people like that that make a country look bad. I tried to be respectful and everything, but everything that I said kept getting contradicted, and I just wasn't going to put up with it anymore, and I muted her for 24 hours, and as you can see, she obviously didn't learn anything, so, oh well. But anyway, I'm going to move on now because it's not worth sitting and talking about. What do you guys think of this countryside? I think it's beautiful. Billy Joe, just leave it alone, bud. Don't make me have to mute you. Just drop the subject. The only thing I can say that I don't like is when you slam on the brakes, it does like stop the wheels completely, which is something that apparently is not supposed to happen. But yeah, if I get back in time tonight, I do want to try and do the beginning of the Minecraft series, maybe. I'll see. And see what I can do. The train's too loud? Hold on. I can fix that. There's a lovely thing called Master Volume. I can put all of this at 55 or 50. There we go. That should fix it at least a little bit. The vibration is something I wish I could turn off, but other than that, it's pretty decent. All I can say is if Bing is watching, you know, I still have what little bit of respect I have or had for her, but that's because of the fact that I have enough respect to leave things alone and move on and not, you know, personally try and go after her. I am trying very hard to get this is as fast as this thing goes. This is why I don't like using it on big maps. But it works for this. But yeah, I don't, and you know, just talking about people in general, I've never understood why people think that going after somebody, and I've done it myself, so you know, I'm including myself in this too. I don't understand why people believe that going after somebody personally by calling them a name or by saying things that they trusted you not to tell anybody or stuff like that. I don't understand why they think going after somebody personally like that makes anything better. Okay, like last night, and I'm not even trying to brag, World War II told me about his girlfriend sending her black boyfriend over to kick his rear end or whatever, right? And I told him, I said, you know, just don't look so hard for a girl. When you find the right one, you'll know. All right? Ha ha, Demon Sumner, shut up. I don't know, he didn't go that far into detail. But, you know, I will admit, I've had 3 times now where I thought, well, excuse me, one time where I thought I had a friend. Excuse me, 2 times where I thought I had a good friend, both of them in which broke my trust in many ways. All right, and then the only actual crust... crust. The only actual crust, you know, because people have crust. The only actual crush I had was on a girl in middle school, and when she found out about it, she mocked me for it, and I found out then that she wasn't even going to begin to give me a chance, so I decided against it at that point. Also, I like the way they did this map. I like this. I don't like going 20 miles an hour in this thing, though. It does scare me. Why am I going this way again? Where am I even going? Hold on, did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. I'm going the right way. It's just that I didn't realize how much farther we actually are from where we're trying to go. Dear Lord. We're like really far. Because right now we're here. Alright, I'm assuming we have to go all the way up here. So yeah, it's a long travel. This is not going to be something I want to do with this locomotive, but I'm going to probably use it for it. Because it'll allow me to do other things as well. But yes, you know, Bean was talking about that, you know, I hated Copy and I hated World War II. I don't hate either one of them. Does it aggravate me sometimes when World War II talks about how Ford is better than Chevy and Dodge? Yes. But it's not enough to make me hate them. I don't hate anybody. There's no need to hate on people because hate just leads to more evil. Dislike, yes. Do I dislike things that they do? Yes. And then Copy, I disliked the fact that he went and got a girlfriend, but then he came to me knowing how I felt, telling me about his issues. And it was the same with World War II last night. These guys know that it aggravates me that they do that, but they don't take it offensively. I don't hate either one of them. Dear Lord, I don't hate any of you guys. Okay? It's okay to disagree on things, but the thing is, though, the moment that you lose any of my trust, me wanting to have anything to do with you or anything like that, is the moment that you go after me personally by calling me things like a racist redneck and things like that. I've had one person call me, and this was in a game in War Thunder. They called me an inbred pig fuck. Now, I assumed that because of the fact I was playing Israel, that was why they said that, because of the fact that it was something to do with Israel. But, it still stands. You want people to respect you. If they decide to stop talking to you, leave them alone. Don't come after them personally. Don't call them names like that. Because that makes you look worse than than them. That would be like, all right, let's use an example. Let's say me and Demon Summoner got into a fight over something stupid. What would be something me and you would get in a fight over, Demon Summoner? I don't know. Let's say, I'm not going to bring up politics. Let's say we were discussing a way that we could murder somebody and get away with it, and you said this, and I disagreed, and I said this. And then, because of the fact we disagreed on it, I called you a name. Like you warped-minded, no account piece of person, or something stupid. Just use your imagination on an insult that you would be like. What would that make me look like? Insulting somebody is not what we're here for. Opinions are welcome, and I want everyone to know that. But when you try to shove your opinion off on everyone else because the fact that you think your opinion is worth more than everyone else's, it's an issue. It becomes an issue. All right? Trying to make your country out to be better than everyone else's is never going to work, okay? Every country has its highs, every country has its lows. My country, unfortunately, while we have many, many freedoms, it also comes with a lot of issues too. Crime tends to be higher here, because unfortunately there's more criminals than there are cops, and a lot of cities and things like that are too cheap to actually hire decent cops. Laws here are sometimes janky as all get out, but they work most of the time when people actually bother to follow them. Like the one that's coming to my state on the 1st of September, the new law that's stating that you can no longer drive and have a handheld device in your lap, in your hand, or anything like that. You have to buy a mount to mount your phone on if you're going to use it, which I don't see where that's going to help either, but that's just my opinion. Again, I think it's a stupid law, and this is coming from somebody who, yes, when I call my mom on my phone, I put it on speaker, I lay it down, I'm focusing on the road while talking to my mom. I don't have it in my hand or next to my ear or anything like that. It's on speakerphone so that I can drive safer for everyone else's sake. So for me, it feels like a stupid law. Also, guys, I see it over here. I don't know, Demon. It's just something I came up with. If it works, it works. It's crazy. But you get the point that I'm trying to make. Insulting somebody over an argument is stupid. period. There's just nothing, there's no looking over it or anything. It's stupid to argue with someone over a difference in opinion. Okay, my opinion was last night, the reason that Bean is no longer here, my opinion was that I felt that Abraham Lincoln understood the importance of slaves to the South, even though they were slowly a dying need, so to say. I believe the South would have eventually evolved, but we still would have wanted some slaves, like for housework and stuff like that. And, you know, I'll be the first one to tell you, I will fly the Confederate flag any and every day because of my ancestors that fought, or because even if I don't have ancestors personally that fought in the Civil War, anyone's ancestors for that matter that fought in the Civil War, they deserve to be remembered just as much as anybody whose ancestors fought in the Union. And I actually have ties to slavery because on my mom's side of the family, apparently we owned slaves during the Civil War times. But you don't see me owning anybody. Don't call somebody something if you've never even met them face to face. Just because the fact somebody messages you on Discord or talks on a live stream doesn't mean you know them. Let me tell you guys something, all right? There are a lot of streamers out there, and I try not to be one of them, who act completely different on stream than they do in real life. Like, there are streamers out there that are excited, they're outgoing and stuff when they're streaming, but in real life, they are some of the most closed off people, or vice versa. Most outgoing when it comes to being in real life, but when it comes to stream, they're closed off. They barely talk. Things like that, you know? My point is here, don't go after somebody if you don't really know them. And I got news for every single one of you. None of you truly know me. You know enough about me, yes. And I do tend to be honest. But none of you truly know me. None of you have met me in real life. But I can honestly say I don't act any differently here than I do in real life. I can say that honestly. Also, this is the slowest attempt to get to this mill that I will ever have. Let's see, how long have we been streaming now? 58 minutes. And see, the funny thing was, I mentioned to my mom what I got called last night, which is a racist redneck. And my mom proceeds to, make a comment about if she owned a restaurant, she wouldn't allow gays. I would go faster if I could, Demon Sumner. This is as fast as it goes. It's 5 miles an hour. But my mom talked about if she owned a restaurant, she wouldn't allow gays, lesbians, transgenders, Mexicans, and she even mentioned black people would not be able to come to her restaurant. And then after she said that, she said, now if you're a decent black person, and I made the comment, and I know it pissed her off because of how she shifted in the way she was acting. I said, no, mama, you done said it. You can't go and change what you done said. And I was joking about it. But she got pissed off about what I said because she knew that I had caught her in what she was really saying. People call me racist. No, I'm not. Not compared to my mom. Trust me, not compared to my mom. I'm not racist. I love everybody. I don't care what nationality you are. As long as you treat me with respect, Bean failed at that, I will treat you with respect. The moment you stop, the moment I stop. You gotta give to get some, you know? Ooh. Oh, that looks cool. I live in the hood, so got to be careful. Yeah, that is an issue that a lot of people face. Living in the hood is a little bit different than living where I live at, whereas, you know, I'm kind of in the country. I mean, there's a main road, like, right here at my driveway, and everything. But in reality, yes, I do live in the country compared to a lot of people. I'm somebody, and talking about this, since we're talking about living situations and everything, I'm somebody who could not physically live in the city. It would drive me nuts. The constant, I've dealt with traffic here, but it is worse in the city. The constant horns blowing, the sirens going off all the time. I would go bat crap crazy trying to live there. Dear God, it would drive me nuts. Also, guys, we're almost here, and I switched the switch on the wrong one. Dang it. Hold on, let me grab something right quick. Oh, God, I have to reverse it, don't I? Yep. Alrighty, here we go. My point is, guys, don't go after somebody personally, okay? It makes you look more like a prick. It's not city, but I would prefer the country. I agree. I mean, here in the country, if you get a small enough town and everything, everybody looks after one another and all. I mean, I remember my old town of Swansea. Oh my Lord, I miss that thing. I miss my old town. I really do. My old town, the newest thing that they've added is, it was a Hardee's that they built a few years ago. That's quite literally the newest thing that they've put in the place in a while that I know of, at least. They haven't, yes, when I say small town, I mean my drugstore that I use, that we still use now. All right. The drugstore that we use used to be in one of those small buildings. They moved and got their own more modern building. And there's this one street that if you drive down, and this is the coolest thing I find about my old town, it's nothing but old buildings. When you guys think of old small towns, do you guys think like I do, and do you immediately think of how do I say it, the one street that's got all those old buildings with all the old stores in it that have been open since, it seems like it was open since the 40s. For my town, that's how it feels when you go down that street. I've never personally went down it, but most of the the buildings and stuff in that town are old. They've been there for a while, old. So yeah. The town I live near now, it used to be two separate towns. One was a black town, one was a white town, Batesburg and Leesville. Years ago, before I was born most likely, they decided that it was a good idea to combine the towns and make it one big town. Batesburg, Leesville. All right? And you want to talk about some crap? This town, it has its issues. I'll tell you that. I will be honest with y'all. It has its issues. Also, they've decreased how long the thing is here, I believe, too. That's weird. Didn't figure they'd do that. But anyway, unload. Money, 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 money. We're going to make some stuff too, so I'm also going to get some new cars and stuff so that we can use them too. I'm dropping logs. Alright, I got the... Oh, cool. Alright, so I got $2,000, so let me apply this brake, and I'm gonna move this forward a little, and y'all are gonna understand why here in a second, because I am going to move this forward. All right, so I like using this one, and here's why. All right, watch this. For one, we can put a number on it. Okay, we can name it. Now, I call my loco, or my, oh wow, okay. Huh. Logs, yes. Paint, what paint job do I like? I kind of like the red. I think the red looks best on it. Can we get like a dark color, maybe? I kind of like the dark color, but I like the red too, so we'll do the red. All right, so we need about 10, so we'll order that many. Okay. Sir, that's not how you railroad. What in the railroad is this? Okay, I gotta move this first. Give me a second, guys. I gotta move that locomotive too, so. I'd love to live somewhere out here though. What do you guys think? I'd honestly love to live somewhere out here. Somewhere where nobody could bother me. I gotta remember how to play this game because it, like I said, it's been a while. And with me being on console for the first time, the controls are a little bit more different, so there's also that too, so. Select it. I don't really care about the numbers as long as it's labeled the way it needs to be. What are you guys looking forward to the most on the channel, though? That's the question I need to ask you guys. Are y'all looking forward more to the Minecraft or this playthrough series? Personally, I'm actually somewhat looking forward more to the playthrough series on Minecraft. The company I work for, I swear, they get on my nerves sometimes. So here's the thing. Alright, so I have paperwork that I have to fill out, right? So I get paid and all for taking care of my brother. And also, I'm going to have to be getting off here in a sec. Not long. I still have a little bit of time, but, you know, I want to be ready to go. But this paperwork, the way they used to have it is my mom and I would both have to sign it, right? That was the way they used to have it. Well, overnight, they decided to change it to where you no longer had to sign it, and they didn't bother to tell anyone. And then they started sending me freaking papers talking about, oh yeah, you didn't fill this out right. And I'm like, yeah, we did. And then it's like they had changed up something and didn't bother to tell anybody and just expected everybody to know that they changed it up. Like, really? And now here they are sending me a message. I'm not even joking with you guys. They sent me a message about it just now. And one of the papers is how my mom used to sign it. Which is what she was originally supposed to do. And they're talking about that we have to redo it or whatever. And it's like, oh, well, that's nice. Alright, we're ready to go. Cool. You know, one thing I'd love to see them add into the game? Air brakes for the whole train. It's actually something that a lot of people were talking about that they wanted was air brakes, and they never added it, and they abandoned the game. Also, I gotta get that works. Back to the lumber mill we go. Or the logging camp, actually. Also, does anyone here notice anything kind of off about this locomotive? I think these types of locomotives are probably some of my favorites. I didn't used to like the Shays at all. Like, I used to hate them. But this, what is it? The Climax and the Heisler are three of my favorite types of locomotives now. I just think the weird looking locomotives look so cooler than this other stuff. So, just my opinion though. But anyway, guys, I am going to end this here. I'm going to get my Minecraft series going, so I hope that you guys will tune into that here in a second. I'm actually about to go get that done. So I'm going to go get that done, and I hope you guys tune in for it. I know I'm excited to play it. I hope everybody else is ready to. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.